Yeah, guys, welcome to my platform, Timo Starboy, Reality Talk TV. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And for those people who have already sleeping, good night. I greet you at your location time. Uh, Today is another update on INEC Yamud, INEC chairman, Yakubu Mahmudu, you know, post-election review. Post-election review. So you review all along. We'll be asking that you should review what went down on that election day. That is February 25th, 2023. So what went down on that collation center? So now you review the whole things. So we will hear from him. We will hear all the bullshit he's been talking about, all the atrocity. So you will hear. So you guys are the judge. You are the judge here. So you should judge him whether he's do well or he's do bad. So I leave the judgment for you guys because he's been talking rubbish to the whole entire Nigeria people. Over 200 million people in Nigeria. So he thought he's very smart. So he came out and talking blah 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 blah. All this bullshit on. So me, I don't swallow that. For me, I know he's talking nonsense. That is not for us. For us who is a smart guy. So he cannot bypass us. So anyway, I will leave the video. I will let you hear the video so you can be the judge. Just don't forget, put your comment below at the comment section, and don't forget to share. Please share, only share, and like. If you enjoy our program, you like it, but it's not mandatory, it's not a compulsory. But if you know that you are having your time, your good time, you are having your education, level here, so you can just thumb up, just give us like and share our program. So God will bless you. So let me play this video for you. Mahmood is the one speaking in this video. So I want you to judge. I will show you his face. It's a criminal face. So he's talking all the bullshit. Maybe the script they wrote for him. They wrote a script for him to come and tell us the Father Christmas story. You know, Shakespeare. Shakespeare story that it has been dead for a long time. So he's trying to whine our brain, and he's whining us, but it doesn't pass. It doesn't pass through. So we block him. So anyway, let you listen. Yeah, this is Yakubu Mahmood for you. So see, the Channels TV. I give credit to Channel TV. That is the Yamud for you. See, the criminal face.
Of the Independent National Electoral Commission of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to please read his address and declare this meeting open.
Yeah, Yamudu, Mahmudu, Yakubu.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope, unlike Professor Gumus, you can all see me.
He's even cracking joke.
Okay, thank you very much. National commissioners.
He's cracking joke. Expensive one.
Leaders of the road and marine transport unions, the representative of the president of the National Association of Road Transport Owners.
They are doing the delivering of the speech.
The representative of the President General of the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria. I have received assurances that the President of the National Union of Road Transport Workers
once again, this is the man who conducted a fraudulent election in 2023. Sorry, why this one is coming? I don't call for you now. I don't call for you, not this time. Sorry guys, just hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. What kind of this thing is this? We play this one now, no worry.
So cross-section of our electoral officers
That was the man.
from different states of the Federation.
Conducted fraudulent
If
election.
the MC, the
2023
Director of Voter
election.
Education and Publicity, described those of us who are privileged to sit on this side of the table and on the front row as the generals, you are actually the field commanders. You have the headquarters, you have the state offices.
This man is still talking and walking. He's supposed to be in a DSS dungeon, DSS detention. You know, answer the case, because he still have a pending case of the money that he spent, 300 billion naira that he spent on the election, on the fraudulent election. He's supposed to answer the accountability of it. You know, accountability of it. We're asking. You know.
Elections don't take place at the national headquarters.
Yeah.
Elections don't take place at the state offices. Elections take place at the polling unit level.
Polling unit.
And you are the closest to the polling unit level.
What about you?
Beyond the EOS, what do we have? Racks and super racks, and then polling units. And so you play a very, very critical role indeed in the conduct of elections. And that's why we can't conduct a review of the elections without involving those who made the election tick.
This is Mahmoud
So let me
Yakub
say
for
on
you.
behalf of the Commission,
Yakub
we are
Mahmoud.
extending our profound appreciation for the
INEC chairman.
sacrifice,
INEC
dedication, and
chairman.
commitment of all the EOS for the 2023 elections.
They are still clapping for the criminal.
You receive materials in good time.
They are still clapping for a criminal in Nigeria. Nigeria Jaga Jaga.
And through your hard work
Nigeria
and the
wo- wo-
support
wo.
of the Commission, for the first time in the last 4 electoral
Clapping
cycles,
for criminals.
presidential and national assembly elections
are we gonna
were
get
postponed even for 1 hour.
When are we gonna get it?
Even the governorship election that had to be adjusted by a week, it wasn't for reason of lack of preparation by the Commission. It was essentially a legal issue, and we were able to remove the encumbrance to enable us conduct the elections. So once again, let me welcome the EOS in a very special way, and I think it is in appreciation of the role of the EOS that the Chief Technical Advisor decided not to take his designated seat. He decided to sit with the EOS.
See again. It's just full of cracking jokes.
So for this meeting, Professor Eila is an honorary EO.
Senseless man. See,
Other senior officials of the Commission, members of the INEC Press Corps,
you don't know
ladies
how
and
the youth are
gentlemen,
angry on him.
it is my pleasure
He doesn't
to
understand.
welcome you all to this meeting. Some of you here today may recall that at the meeting with the resident electoral commissioners held 2 weeks ago,
Sorry.
on Tuesday, 4th July 2023, the Commission announced the commencement of the review of the 2023 general election. This was followed a week later by state-level review meetings nationwide involving our regular staff as well as some of the ad hoc staff. Today, we commenced a more focused engagement at the national level with the Commission's frontline officials, the electoral officers. We also considered it appropriate to interface with transport providers to review logistic arrangements by inviting the leadership of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, the National Association of Road Transport Owners, and the Maritime Workers Union of Nigeria. There is no doubt that the success of any election primarily depends on the ability to deploy personnel and materials to various locations. In Nigeria, this involves the biggest logistics deployment the nation periodically undertakes across vast terrains and often difficult topography. There is no logistic activity that this nation undertakes in peacetime or even in wartime like elections, where personnel and materials are deployed to almost 180,000 locations by land, by air, and by sea, and you make this happen. I think you deserve to clap for yourself for the service you render to this country. Now, logistics or transportation has been a perennial challenge over time, but is now compounded by the issue of infrastructure and insecurity. However, the Commission has to deploy personnel and materials not only for election day activities, but electoral activities in general, covering the period before, during, and after the elections. Many of the activities, such as the continuous voters registration, monitoring of party primaries for the nomination of candidates for the election, and the procurement and deployment of sensitive and non-sensitive materials must be accomplished ahead of the election. Otherwise, critical election day processes will be impossible. This meeting, therefore, provides an opportunity to interact on a wide range of themes covering at least 10 critical areas which I've highlighted. Number one, we need to review the general state of preparedness for the 2023 general election. Number two, voters' registration process and the associated issues of adequacy, timing, display of the voters' register for claims and objections, clean up of the voters' register, and collection of the PVCs, the permanent voters' cards. Number three, recruitment, training, deployment, and remuneration of ad hoc staff, including specific issues of mode of recruitment, conduct of training, effectiveness and utility of the e-learning platforms, and strategy for efficient payment of ad hoc staff. Four, matters arising from the implementation of the expansion of voter access to polling units. Number five, receipt and deployment of election materials. Six, technology during elections, including the various portals for the nomination of ad hoc staff, candidates, accreditation of observers, and media organizations, as well as the polling and collation agents, and voter registration, accreditation, and result management. Under the law, the names of polling agents are supposed to be submitted to the electoral officers through the resident electoral commissioners. One of the innovations introduced by the commission was to create a portal whereby parties can upload the names of their agents, and the commission produced customized ID cards, including photographs of the polling agents. And in 2023, for the general election, we produced well over 1.5 million identity cards for polling and collation agents.
Oh, sorry guys.
見つけ島行こうよ。
Google を選ぶ、Galaxy を選ぶ。
Sorry guys. Sorry for destruction. Oh. Sorry. I'm sorry guys.
Number 8, election day processes.
Sorry guys.
With reference
Sorry.
to forward logistics in terms of transportation of personnel and delivery of materials to registration area centers and the polling units, including specific issues of engagement with transport unions and the implementation of state-level obligations. We have a memorandum of understanding with the unions, but we have contracts with individual transport providers. And a certain percentage of the cost of each vehicle goes to the unions for effective supervision. Would like to hear from you, how effectively did this work? And reverse logistics. It's not only about forward logistics, but reverse logistics and movement of personnel and retrieval of field assets. When they deployed the ad hoc personnel and the materials, were the vehicles available for reverse logistics? We need to hear from you. Number 9, inventory of election materials, particularly the status and storage of reusable assets such as ballot boxes, voting cubicles, electric power generators, and so many more. These are materials that we use over and over again, and therefore all usable materials we must have an inventory of them. Number 9, fiscal conditions of storage and other immovable facilities.
All this story you are telling, we don't need it.
How good are the storage?
Just tell us about the
facilities in the
glitches.
various local government offices.
The glitches you are talking
assets?
about.
Bearing in mind that in addition to conducting
Amazon say
pre-election
no
activities
glitches.
and electoral activities,
So it is INEC glitches.
also
INEC
manages
human
some of the largest
error.
real estate in this country. Very few
malfunctioning.
people know that we have over 1,000 buildings.
Human
INEC has to
malfunctioning.
maintain.
Error. INEC.
Headquarters in Abuja, the annex in
All this
Blantyre,
lie.
the Electoral Institute, 36 state offices plus the FCT
Just talking
37.
story.
We have 6 zonal stores, 2 subzonal stores in Lagos and Kano. We have offices in 774 local government areas. In some places, because of difficult terrain, we have actually more than one office.
The man is just talking
So we
story.
maintain 1,000 buildings as an agency. So it's not just about the conduct of elections. So we'd like to know how well are we doing in terms of the opportunity we have for the storage of facilities
Talking
and
story.
in terms of the maintenance
Story,
of our
story,
movable
storyteller.
and immovable assets. And
Story,
some of these
storyteller.
facilities are not
Yakub.
just administrative facilities for the convenience of management or
I'm just
administration
getting
of
boring
elections.
here.
They are also electoral facilities because some of them serve as collation and declaration centers during elections. So similarly, in line with the Commission's policy, when the review engagements are completed, a comprehensive report will be prepared. I therefore urge you to lend your wealth of experience to the discussions in order to identify areas of strength and weaknesses for immediate improvement in forthcoming elections, especially the 3 off-cycle governorship elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states, scheduled to hold on Saturday, the 11th of November 2023. You know there is no election season in Nigeria any longer. Elections hold throughout there. In November this year, we'll have 3 governorship elections. But before the governorship elections, vacancies have already occurred in 2 federal constituencies, Surulere 1 in Lagos and Jalingo Yorozing federal constituency in Taraba State, and 2 state constituencies, Chibok state constituency in Borno State and Chukum state constituency in Kaduna State. And these vacancies occurred barely 3 weeks after the inauguration of the National and State Assemblies. So there is no election season for the Commission any longer. All year round, we conduct elections. There is no respite between one general election and another. So those of you who are EOs in the states that I've mentioned, you have to brace up for the off-cycle governorship elections as well as the by-elections. I want to assure Nigerians that in the next 2 weeks, the Commission plans to hold more engagements with internal and external stakeholders, including political parties, civil society organizations, the media, and security agencies. So on this note, it's my pleasure to welcome our foot soldiers, the EOS. It's also my pleasure to welcome the transport unions to this meeting. I thank you and God bless.
This man is just talking like a talkative, you know. He never mentioned all this problem, you know, on the IRF. What take place, you know, what constitutes to the problem. So that is what we want to hear, not all this rubbish, you know. Anyway, you can judge him, guys, you know. I leave him to you. So you are the judges. Just put your comment below, because this man is a radical, is a criminal, you know. Is orchestrating this problem of our election. So he's the one that you should hold accountability for the spending of the money, you know. Supposed to accountable for all the spending, all the penning that he used, because this election is a watery one, you know. It cannot stay. We don't allow it. Anyway, guys, so I will leave it up to you, you know. So let me close up the program now. So tomorrow, by the grace of God, if you have another update, we will surely bring it to you. So enjoy your weekend. Have a lovely day. Bye. Don't forget, leave your comment and share our program. Very important. Thank you. God will bless you. Amen.